are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the road, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Yes, hello. What's up, guys? Welcome back again to BlueClouds Media YouTube channel, your trusted source for comprehensive Chelsea FC coverage. I'm your host, Nick Zion, as usual, with our co-host Stephen G. Today, we'll dive into Chelsea's decisive 4-0 victory over Southampton. These performances marked by strategic prowess and clinical finishing has significantly shifted Chelsea's team trajectory. We will look into the key tactical decisions, individual player contribution, and the broader implications for Chelsea's season. Your insights are very, very, very invaluable. Please engage with us through the live chat as we navigate through complexity of this pivotal match. Let's get it going wherever you're watching us from. Just you have to remember that we are streaming live on X and we are streaming live on YouTube at the same time. So whichever platform you'll find these intriguing content, make sure you follow us, subscribe to the channel as we keep getting there. We're growing, trying to hit that 50,000, 20,000, 10,000 mark. So your insight, being part of it, will help this channel a lot. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and like the video. Also, we have a poll. Get yourself engaged in the poll. Let me know what your thoughts are on the poll that we have on the stream. Stick with us. We'll be right back in just a short break. Back again, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Few topics that we have on the show today. We'll be looking at Cole Palmer. Has it really dipped in form? Yes, Cole Palmer performance. Chelsea star struggle against Southampton. We'll also be looking at build-up for Wednesday's matches. today's matches, we'll be looking at some beautiful, intriguing matches in the English Premier League. Brentford versus Everton, Man United versus Ipswich, Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal Football Club, the Gunners, Spurs versus Manchester City, Liverpool versus Newcastle United. Big games coming up in these on today's games. Also, we'll be looking at yesterday's mouth-watering game that took place. Yes, what is happening with Aston Villa, and also what is happening with Southampton. We'll look at what is going on with these two football clubs, and also Liverpool boss Arne Slot and assistant manager giving too much touchline ban following actions after the 2-2 draw with Everton. Also, we'll be looking at former Manchester United Erik ten Hag says modern players struggle to deal with criticism. What do you think about that comment from Erik ten Hag? Let me know in the comment section below. And also, Chelsea legend Didier Drogba has defended his former Chelsea boss manager Jose Mourinho, insisting that Portuguese is not racist. Let me know your thoughts on that comment regarding these Italian, the Turkish league, between what Jose Mourinho said against, I think, either Galatasaray. Yeah, I can remember. I think either Galatasaray. Fenerbahce's Jose Mourinho's teams to Galatasaray. Managers or team members acting like monkeys over there. Let me know your thoughts on it as the stream goes on. So yeah, we're ready. We're ready here. We're gonna get things going. We are ready. Oh yeah. Boys are ready. Stephen G is there, and Riley Tyler also in there. We'll be getting everybody ready to get things going right away. What's up, boys?
What's up, Lado?
Oh, man, boys, whichever way you want to take it. Welcome back to the show. We're on it. We're on live again. Tyler, what's up?
Oh, good to see you. Hello, Stephen. Very good evening to you.
You all right? How are you doing?
Well, better performance than Saturday. That's the one thing to start with. Better performance than Saturday. Way better by the country mile. We was, asleep on Saturday with no way going back into the game against Aston Villa. Last night, better performance, but don't let the win fool us. Don't let the winner fool us.
Don't get carried away.
Oh,
G. You all right, Stephen G?
Yeah, I'm good. One thing I will quickly say is,
yep,
I get the whole thing of it's Southampton, this, that, and the other, yeah? But we can only play what's in front of us. Thankfully, what's in front of us coming up, we got Copenhagen in the conference before we got Leicester in the Premier League, then the second leg against Copenhagen. The big one is Arsenal is after that second leg. And after that's the international break. So for me, I think we should win our next three, the Copenhagen 2 legs and also Leicester. I want something from that Arsenal game so bad. Not just because it's Arsenal, but the fact that if we go to the Emirates, we pick up a point or three. Not only does it further solidify Liverpool title hopes and Arsenal being in the mud, but it strengthens Chelsea's position for the top 4 and top 5. So big game. After that, our first game back after international breaks, Tottenham. So you definitely want something against Arsenal to come off the international break bouncing against Tottenham.
Exactly. Stephen can wait to play Arsenal, according to what he's just said. Interesting. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Oh, by the way, Rich Moneymaker says, I know Stephen loves the SD lol.
Interesting game. We'll be, guys, if you're doing us live. If you're doing us live, we'll be looking at the Chelsea's just smash Southampton yesterday. Also, we'll be looking at other fixtures that took place yesterday and also upcoming games. Today, we might see some big games. Liverpool and Newcastle United. Big game coming on over here. So, guys, keep your comments coming. I've seen Rabba I'll see Todd Labor in there. Todd Labor, Todd. Big up to you, Todd. Then JC, not like JC, also in the building. We'll be going through the whole nitty-gritty of yesterday's game. But before the game, there was a protest. And from reports and what I've seen so far, reports suggesting that it was a peaceful protest. There wasn't any chaos over there. It was, a handful of people. People were there. I saw some few videos. The numbers that turned up were just, it was okay. It wasn't
There was about 200 odd people there, roughly. There was about 200 people, roughly.
Yeah, it wasn't astronomical numbers like we saw when the protest took place during the Super League time. But yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. So we'll look into it. We'll look into that as time goes on. So there's a lot to go through over here, guys. There's a lot to go through. Big up to you, Todd. Let me go through a few of the comments, and we'll start with the game. We'll also talk about Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer did inform and performance. What is going on with Cole Palmer? Two great or big chances that Cole Palmer missed yesterday. And I was like, informed Cole Palmer would never miss these chances. But big up to Todd. He says, I like the song in the beginning of your show. Nee, how are you? I'm doing very well, brother. I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing great. Todd Labor said, I hope our Forest beat us now. We have to win that game. Big day in Premier League soccer today. Yes, interesting, match coming up on today's show. Now, we'll discuss them live on BlueClouds, BCM Sports. Big up to Legend. We are so angry. Rich Moneymaker. Big up to my Legend too. He says with the sporting director, but we need to support the boys, and the boys will try harder to get top 4. Hey, Rich Moneymaker. This from Todd. Says how are you guys doing? Highlight some of them. And then I'll read some of them. Big up Todd. More from Todd. Still recovering. Absolutely. I hope I wish him better. Hope that he gets much better. That protest has hit the owners and sporting directors. Still need to go. But Ekbali has said no to them on January market. So that's good news according to my sources. His sources, not me. According to Rich Moneymaker's sources. I know Steven loves sporting directors from Rich Moneymaker. Hello everyone from JC. Big up to you, JJ. See, big up to man like JC, and big up to you, JC. All right, JC in here. We got more from a Rich Moneymaker. Said I'm hearing that the sporting directors might get some experience with pressure by the media, but remember, these sporting directors are stubborn according to his sources. More also from Nehemiah. Big up to you, Nehemiah. Hope you're doing very well today. Nehemiah. Representing all the way from the UK. Big up everyone in there. Big up to you too. What I like yesterday is that the players didn't rely on Palmer when needed to get results, and some of them step up during Palmer's inefficiency. All right, that's good. Big up to man. What's his name? Rano CFC. Big up to Rano CFC. All right, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're live. Yeah. Like and subscribe to the channel. Interesting. We got proper Chelsea in here. We have proper Chelsea down in the building. Down in here. Oh wow. What did we lose Rally? I think we lose Rally. Yeah. For a second. Ronald, big up to you, Ronald. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, the first time watching us here, very want to be part of our community, just subscribe and be part of it. Big up to you, man. He says, what I like yesterday is that the players, okay, I think I read that one. Rich Moneymaker said, everyone follow me at Rich Moneymaker 22, and I will keep you updated. Absolutely. Go on X right now. You'll find, I think, Leighton CFC, and also you can find him on YouTube. That 3 dots will take you right to his platform and follow him and give him a subscribe on his platform. Very important. So, yeah. Very important there. I love everyone from Diamond. Big up to man like Diamond. Great Everton fan in the building. Diamond in the building. Big up to you, Diamond. Hope you're doing well. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? We are doing wonderful. I'm going 2-0 Everton. while winning 2 goals for Everton. Everton are on top form right now. You can't take anything away from them. So Everton, I agree. 2-0, they can do it. Why not? Nkunku finally shows up with a header. Guys, so you also have a poll going up there with 3 different options. Let me know what your thoughts are on those goals. Which of those 4 goals was really? I went for Levi Koval's goal. I thought that was more
The one from the free kick with the header at the back post.
Yeah, that was a masterclass of a header. Masterclass of a header. I'm one of the guys that have always go against Levi Koval because especially our defense. Defense is not getting goals, and I'm expecting them to get on those set pieces when we have them. So Levi Koval showed me something that I haven't seen from him many times this season. So that goal was impressive from Levi Koval. So more from you guys. Diamond said he's doing very well. Diamond, thank you very much. I hope you're doing well. Rich Moneymaker said, guys, what's that? Guys, my Beetle to come on. I'm not sure what's trying on live chat soon. Okay, he will be trying to get on live chat soon, but I can't.
It's meant to be, but I can only. It's a typo.
Okay.
I can only share a few details.
Okay. All right. So no problem. Reach out and make when you're ready. We'll be ready for you, sisters. Remember this Southampton team, but Ipswich drew with good Fulham team. All right. So let's get things going now. Dan in here. I have Stephen here. What happened to I'll get hold of talent, see what happened to him. But we'll start from I'm gonna start from Dan this time. I'm not starting from Stephen. Danny, we start from the protest. Danny, how was the protest? What did you make of it?
Well, it was good. I didn't turn up yesterday. Or me and DJ was on the phone. I'm so ill. I wish I went. I just like I need. You know what?
I had that feeling you were going to be
I
here.
got COVID symptoms, mate, and I was so ill. My cousin went yesterday. My uncle went yesterday.
Get better, Dan.
My uncle and my cousin FaceTimed me. And then Johnny Minerals, everyone there. So I asked my cousin.
What about Johnny Minerals?
Right. Well, they were all there at the protest.
I don't need to know about Johnny Minerals. I don't know.
I know that. But
okay,
my
thank
uncle,
you very much.
my uncle and my cousin, was there. I said to my cousin, "Could you get them not to chant Thomas Tuchel song and Jose Mourinho?" And they all did it for me when I was on FaceTime with them. I said to my girl, "I'm sorry I couldn't come. I'm so ill." But yeah, the protest was good. There's over loads of people turned up. Roughly about 450 people turned up in the end. But to protest, and it was really good. But exactly the thing is, though, the situation, it was heard. It was heard out on these owners. I hope these owners got.
Is it different from how it sound now? You sound okay, MDS? You sound okay? All right, go ahead, Dan. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Is my sound all right? Let me get my headset. headset.
You sound okay. Go ahead.
No, you're right. He was asking.
It's just my throat's really throbbing, so I can't really talk that really well. Let me get my headset.
Okay. Stephen, do I sound okay?
I think it's right.
All right, sis, yes, it's correct. Yeah, I think there was different microphone was going through earlier on. I think it picked up the computer microphone. But anyway, thank you very much, MDS, for detecting the difference between it. I saw a picture, I think around 200 people from JC. I also got my own videos I'm about to upload, and tons of videos from Stephen. Videos were a bit late, but it's okay. I'm sure still people will be interested to see.
I mean, I had about 40 clips I had to go through. So it took me like all day today going through them and having to edit them so I can get them sent to me because, for those that aren't aware, Discord, unless you've got Discord Nitro, which costs you money, obviously, you can only send files a certain
60
size. So I had to keep cutting them down. Even 60 seconds sometimes doesn't work. So I had to keep cutting them down. That's why it took me until like today. So It's the best I could do. I couldn't do it last night. I was knackered, bro. I was out of it.
I understand. But anyway, with Dan, you all right? You all right now? Are you okay?
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Yeah.
Wrap it
I
up.
wonder why you guys didn't stream last night. Then yes, it's because of the situation with the protest thing was really good.
Yeah.
He had something he had to do, which won't be disclosed.
Yeah, the situation is me and DJ was on the phone. We've got something planned coming up on where we're basically going to meet up against Chelsea Tottenham game. Big up to DJ and Ellie because he ain't well, man. He sat this morning today. He was at work. He phoned me back and said I had to come home early, Dan. I'm not feeling too good as my well. So I told you not to go to work today to DJ, but he wouldn't listen. But he did. He tried to go to work. But yeah, the protest was really good. It was really good.
Did he make it? Did he make it to the
No, he didn't go because he weren't well. He wasn't well at all, Nee. He wasn't well. Like he's got a really big, really bad cold.
Okay. All right. So guys, here we are with the some of the protests. Let me hear from Stephen. Stephen, you were there live at the grounds and you saw a number of people. I mean, some few big banners were there. How did it go? Was it peaceful?
Yeah, it was peaceful. One person got arrested purely because they had a flare. But people get flares into the stadium and don't get kicked out. So, look, that's all it was. That's the only thing anyone got in trouble for. So
I can't. Sorry. I can't mute myself, Nee, or I'll mute myself.
I'll mute for you. You're muted. Don't worry.
So it was peaceful. The only thing anyone got in trouble for and detained for and all that was for having a flare. Nothing big, to be honest with you. There was loads of flares, to be honest. I think I can still feel a bit of the effect of that one. But yeah, it was peaceful. We started as it was posted about at Bovril Gate. We then walked up to the Stamford Gate. We then walked all the way back down from that gate, all the way back down to Britannia Gate. So we went from the middle gate to the one that's furthest away from Fulham Broadway, back past the middle one to the one that's closest to Fulham Broadway, went up and down Fulham Road, basically. Sky were there. I know that. Yeah. The issue is because there was banners and some chants about Bowley, the Sky Sports have made it as people protesting against Todd Bowley. This is what we didn't want. This is the exact issue I had. Because it's more Egbali that needs to get out and change a model or whatever one.
It's both. It's both.
You're not getting my point, though. My whole point is, he's the one that makes those decisions, on the model. He's the one that has the control to do that. Bowley doesn't, So we should direct it more at Egbali and Clearlake than at Todd Bowley. But then as a result, the media have gone with it's Todd Bowley. So then Clearlake could go be loving it and lapping it up today because they're like, brilliant. We weren't mentioned in the broadcasting, so we're happy. They put it on Todd Bowley in the media on Sky. I don't know what the other broadcasters have said, but I know for a fact I was watching the clip on the way home from the game, and I know that Sky said that it's Todd Bowley. So I was like, brilliant. So we're just ignoring the fact that there was some chance about Clearlake. There was some chance about Bowley, and there was some chance about Egbali. There was a chant of we want Egbali out and basically Clearlake, get out of our club. You don't know what you're doing type thing. I think I actually sent that one to Nee. It was basically F off Clearlake, you ain't got a clue, and we want Egbali out. So there was some chance about them, but
yeah, I heard all that. I heard that on my cousin's
That's what it should be more focused on, though. It's more focused on them because they're the ones that make the final decision on the model and all that stuff. They're the ones that have the majority.
It's basically.
This is what I said.
It was all of them.
When I was here before the protest a few days ago, I said the issue is there's got to be so many people that are going for so many different reasons. We need a single message. The single message being change the model. Yeah,
exactly.
And my fears happened. We got exactly that mixed messaging about F Vivid Seats, there was a chant of Todd Bowley, I think it was see you next Tuesday, and Todd Bowley this, Todd Bowley that, and then just the odd ones about Clear Lake and Egg Barley. Like, it should be more focused on them because they make the final decision, as I've said. Like, that's the annoying thing for me. But look, realistically, even if we win against Copenhagen, which we should do, let's speak facts, we should beat Copenhagen. We should do another protest next Sunday when we play Leicester City at home. Then we should do another one for the Tottenham game. You know, do one against Copenhagen second leg, because the second leg's at home. So do the game against Leicester next Sunday. Yeah. Then you've got to do the midweek one after that, which is Copenhagen.
Yeah.
And then the game after international break is Tottenham. You've got to do it for that as well. Do it the next 3 home games. Hammer home the message. We want this model to change. Because just one protest isn't going to change anything. The more you put pressure, the more you protest, the more people get involved, yeah, the more chance there is to make an influence because of the pressure that's going to get onto them, yeah? We can't stop at 1. If we stop at 1, they win. Do it again for the next 3 home games. Do you know what? Forget that. Do it every home game for the rest of the season if we have to, yeah? But at least the next 3 games at home, at least.
Right.
That's the way I view it, yeah? And make sure it's a clear message. We want the model changed, yeah? If the model isn't changed, I want Clear Lake to sell up. But priority number 1, change the model. Because that's the more realistic approach, yeah? That has to be the focus. And if we do it more people will join in because it'll be happening more and more people will join in. This time it got to about 200 people. Next time you get more, and then you'll get more again, and then you'll get more again. The more that it happens, the more that people will join in. Yeah? Especially if you do it for the game against, say, Leicester City, because that's a Sunday game. That's a decently timed kickoff. I think that's a 2 p.m. I'm just double checking this one now. Leicester City. That is a 2 p.m. kickoff. Yeah. So you do it for that one, and then
smash
from there, that would probably get even more people because of the time of the kickoff. So if you start that at, say, midday, you'll get more people.
All right, Taz, that's what we discussed more on the protest that took place yesterday, earlier before the game, the kickoff. We haven't get into the main game between Chelsea and Southampton. I know how poor Southampton are, but should Chelsea get carried away, and also the performance of Cole Palmer has dipping down a little bit, and I can say that Cole Palmer cannot do it without Nicholas Jackson, but Nico can do it without Cole Palmer. But you can tell Cole Palmer really
can do it without him. People just aren't taking the chances he's creating.
He really misses Nicholas Jackson a lot. So we will talk about Cole Palmer here in a bit. But also before that, we are discussing a few things that went through during the protest. And I've said many things. I saw what was going on. It will be so crazy. And when people go to the ground shooting for these owners to leave the football club, I've said it many times, that is not an option. It's not going to happen. Roma, they've 2.5 years in their tenure as Chelsea owners. 2.5 years. Already, people want them out of the football club. What did they do wrong that they want out of the football club? We've said it over here. The rate at which they have been spending the money is not right. Not only on young players, but not bringing in experienced players to beef up the young players. That's the main reason. That's the main reason. That's the model. So that is what we should shout for. But if you want to get these owners out, you don't know what you're going to get. People will tell you, be careful for what you wish for. West Ham United, West Ham Football Club is one of the examples that we have to look at. That people keep telling them, be careful for what you wish for. They have David Moyes, man that won them European trophy for over 30, 50 years. They haven't won anything. But this man delivered a trophy for them. They never like him. Look at what he's doing right now with Everton. So they always say, be careful for what you wish for. You could have another manager, another owners, but they're not going to spend the money for. They're not even going to spend the money on young players.
You could have owners. Look, the spending isn't the issue, yeah?
You get what I'm saying?
just to clarify what you're saying, right? The spending isn't the issue in the sense that they're willing to spend. It's how they're spending that we have an issue with.
Exactly.
Spending not almost entirely, say 95% since that summer one. So after summer one, about 95% of that money has gone on.
Can you move a little bit? The noise is too much, Dan. Please.
Well, I'm muted, mate. It's not me. I'll be muted. You've been muting me for ages, Steve.
Yeah, because the noise is too much. When I'll mute you.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not me, Lee. It's not me. I've been muted, mate.
No. You were not muted. I just muted you. I'll muted and muted you again. The noise was so loud. It's Steven. It's you, me, and Steven in the studio. Steven don't have anyone in his room. Me either. So when the noise is coming, we know where the noise is coming from, Dan. All right. Go ahead.
Just quickly. So since after summer one, so from January of year one of their ownership, 6 months, 7 months into their 8 months, 9 months into their ownership, 6 months.
Dan, you can sorry, Steven. Dan, you can join in when it's not that loud in your area or in your background. It's not that loud. You can join it, Dan. Okay.
There's nothing in the background. Can you hear it? There's nothing in the background. There's nothing in the background.
I can hear something.
Right.
You can hear a whole lot of TV sets, TV speak. I mean, the noise coming from TV, Dan. Now there's nothing. Now there is nothing. Now
the TV's like it's not. There's no volume on the TV. Look, I'm putting the TV in. There's no volume. I just turned it down.
There was. Now there isn't. You're good. Go ahead, Steven. So jump in when you're ready.
From about 6 months in, so the January of their first season of being owners, about 95% of the money since then, if not higher percentage than that, has gone on strictly young players. I don't mind the odd player like a Paez, an Esteval, someone like that. I don't mind something like that, yeah? But as we've said plenty of times, and we're going to keep reiterating this because this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest problem, you need to mix it with experience, yeah? And that depends what your definition of experience is. Right. Everyone's is different. We've had that conversation and debate on here before. It could be age. It could be certain number of games played to a certain standard, certain level in terms of competition. It all depends on what your definition is. For me, it's more based around the minutes they've played because you can get someone like Lamine Yamal's already played like 100 games for Barcelona. And he's, 17, 18? So that is experience to me. Because that is ridiculous for one, to be that young and have 100 games. But also, he's starting a lot of those games. He's not coming off the bench. So he's racking up loads of minutes as well.
Right.
So for me, that's where I look at it. I don't remember where you look at it. But yeah, you need to mix it. Look, if you want to have 10, 12, 13, 14 young players, whatever, yeah? And then whatever the rest is, okay, for argument's sake, let's say you have 15 young players, yeah, in your 25-player squad. You have 10 experienced players. Now, it's all well and good having that mix, yeah? But the next crucial point to this, yeah?
Comment and subscribe.
Go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, the next crucial point to this is that experience, say you have 10 experienced players, yeah, has to be spread throughout the team. So an experienced keeper, experienced right back, experienced centre back, experienced left back, about 3 per position except goalkeeper, have 1 experienced goalkeeper. So 3 in defence, ideally 1 right back, 1 centre back, 1 left back, so it's spread. Midfield, obviously you want 3, and then obviously your attack, whether you do it as strictly strikers or you include the wingers or you include the wingers as midfielders, that's up to you. Yeah? For me, I'd include the wingers as the attacker element. That's how they're naturally looked at. Yeah? So for me, ideally, I'd want experienced keeper, experienced right back, experienced centre back, experienced left back, 3 experienced midfielders. I'm including the number 10 position in that. So say we're playing a 4-2-3-1, ideally at least one of the starting midfielders will be experience, but in total, you'd have between the 2 deeper positions and the 10, you'd have 3 experienced players. Obviously, you don't need them all to start. Yeah. You can have 1 experience starting deeper. You can have experience in the 10, which could be Cole Palmer now, given how much he's played. Experienced winger, experienced striker. That could be how you split it. It depends. You can vary it up, right? Depending on your numbers of experience versus youth that you have in your squad and stuff like that. It can change. You can mess around with it, but ideally you want at least 3 experienced players at each level. Except goalkeeper, obviously, you want just 1. There's no need to have that. But,
all right.
Yeah.
Thank you
That's
very
sort
much.
of how I do it.
Yeah, guys, if you're also joining us here, we're discussing yesterday's game and a few build-up games also will be taking place today. But we started with some, the protests what went on Stamford Bridge yesterday with the protests. What others are protesting for? Why were they there? Was it against the owners? Was it against? Was it a model that needed to be changed? What was the reason for protesting? We've seen some comments from Rich Moneymaker, comment from JC, and also JC said over here. I think Rich Moneymaker also said. JC said, that's not a good argument, and risks related to new owners is not a positive argument for the current owners. From
JC's previous comment. Can you go back to it when you've gone through these? Because I want to talk about, I think it was JC's comment about if there's improvement and all that, the one about improvement and protest. But once you've done these, go back to it because I want to refer to it.
Oh, okay. That's the one on top here. Definitely, I'll go back on it. All right. Rich Moneymaker, thank you very much for your comments. He says, I can tell you at Bali brought in Jadon Sancho, Pedro Neto for experienced players to help the team. The sporting directors don't want them at this moment. That's from me. JC say, if the management and ownership is wrong, there should be improvement or protest at the football club. Real Madrid, I'm sure. Is it? No, that's
Rich Moneymaker.
Rich Moneymaker. I always say Real Madrid when I see the RMM. Rich Moneymaker said I cannot take that for seriously because club individually are not running separate individuals are not running separate accounting channels for
scouting.
Scouting channels.
Scouting is a typo.
Can't see now. Scouting.
It's because the N for you up, innit?
For each individual, that's from our Rich JC. Rich Moneymaker said that I repeat, the sporting directors are the issue and the owners are being guided wrongly. That's from him. So more coming from you guys. JC, okay, get that is your opinion from him. Diamond said from an Everton perspective, the owners are in this problem. It was players
weren't the problem. As in the Everton owners weren't the problem. Yeah, it was players not performing and management. New manager and we're doing well.
Absolutely. JC said it's fact and a lot of sources. The sporting directors control the recruitment. Yes, need to find out permission from the board, which is Ekbali. Right. Diamond JC to Diamond said Lampard is more of a passion merchant and not tactically very good system manager. He actually struggles with defensive balance. That was one of the wrong manager chaos. One of the wrong manager chaos from
one of the things with Lampard, just quick, right, is that he had only been a manager for one season before coming to Chelsea. Yeah. Then he went to Everton, and that was his 3rd and 4th season as a manager. Now he's gone to Coventry and he's showing he's learnt lessons. He came in, he started with, I think it was a 4-3-3 and a 4-2-3-1 type formation from what I've read. And since he's moved to a 3 at the back, I don't think they've lost a game since he moved to a 3 at the back, or they've lost one game since he moved to a 3 at the back. And now they're 1 point outside the playoffs. Right. So he's showing he's learnt his lessons. Okay, this isn't working with what I've got. I'm going to adjust. And then with injuries and just player performance, it's not working. So I'm going to adjust and go to a 3 at the back, and that's working. And now they're flying. I think he needed that. That's the issue, is we went into it too early with him. But again, I always say it, as much as it was a big risk going for him, I have to give him praise for that first season with the transfer ban getting us top 4, because it was quite a few young players and there were some players who didn't want to be here, etc. So he done well in that one. I mean, let's not forget, a month before he got sacked, Lampard had us in first place and fighting for a title. Let's not forget that. I'm not saying he should be forgiven for his mistakes, I'm just pointing out the facts here. He needed more time. We should have gone with someone more experienced and let Lampard learn his lessons in the Championship and stuff like that.
All right, more from Diamond. So we made a couple of wrong choices, but at the end of the day, it's not necessary. The owners felt they are just trying.
It's not necessarily the owner's fault. They're trying to recruit the correct manager.
Right. I think Stevie wants to react to JC's comment before we move on from the game.
You know which one, right?
Yeah. I'll highlight it. I have to go a bit back. I think it's right here. That one, right?
No, there was another one. I'm trying to find it.
Is it this?
Nope.
All the way back?
You'd had it before. I don't know whereabouts it was, though. I'll try and find it.
Okay.
It couldn't have been that far back, surely.
Because he started from here. Yeah, he started from somewhere here, and I've highlighted some.
Okay, let me quickly scroll. I think it might have been the chairman one, maybe, or was it a different one?
I'm not so sure.
It might have been the chairman one, or it might have been someone else's message, and I'm getting them mixed up.
Yeah, then I think it could be someone else. It wasn't him then. All right. Let's move on, Stephen. Let's move on. When you
by the way, the whole thing about there's no proof to show Egbali's to blame and Bowley's clean, all I'm saying, is isn't it a bit ironic how Egbali is very hands-on, and he wants the young players, as do the sporting directors, and that started from the January of their first season. Todd Bowley was involved summer 1 because we did not have the staff. We did not have the sporting directors because they were wiping the slate clean. Yeah?
Okay.
Todd Bowley pretty much went full on experience. And to my knowledge, the information that I have, excuse me, that was really bright. To the knowledge that I have, Egbali's very much, not Egbali, Todd Bowley's very much like us. He wants the mix of experience and youth. We've even seen him do that in baseball with the Dodgers. It's a successful model. He'll understand you do not win things with just having kids, right? His summer in charge, we went almost entirely, maybe with 1 or 2 exceptions. I think we signed about 8 or 9 players, and I think about 5, 6 of them were experienced, depending where you move Wesley Fofana within that, right? Okay. But for the most part, it was experience. Koulibaly, who else? Koulibaly, Fofana, Aubameyang. But you get my point.
N'Golo Conte and all of them. They were there when the Bowley era, right? It got. Oh no! I think Chelsea.
Yeah, no. Bowley brought those in.
No, Conte. I was talking about Conte.
Conte was ages ago.
Yeah, Conte left before. Bowley came in.
Conte was when we last won the league title. He got sacked the year after.
No, not Conte the captain and the manager. Sorry, not Conte the manager. Conte the player.
Kante.
Yeah, Kante the player.
I think he was here for 1 season. And then he left to Saudi. I think.
Saudi, yeah.
But because he was injured and stuff like that quite frequently, they just let him go on a free and didn't extend. Which I got no issues with. Look, I'm all for experience, as you know. And I think every Chelsea fan loves N'Golo Kante, But if we're going to have experience, I'd prefer it to be people who are available. And right now, the positive side of this is Reece James's experience. Reece James has been available for quite a few matches in a row. He's being managed correctly. He's not starting every game, Which If we keep this up till the end of the season, we might have Reece available for the rest of the season, and he might finally move past these injuries, and we can hope he can, right? Yep. This is what we need. It's all about injury management, and that's what Maresca and the staff are currently doing, yeah? Hopefully, they're going to do the same with Wesley Fofana. I imagine they will, because that's what they tried to do in the first half of the season. Remember, Reece and Wesley Fofana were not playing in the Conference League. They were playing one game a week, and it was the Premier League. Let's remember that. So he had been trying to do the same with Wesley Fofana in the first half of the season. Then Fofana, unfortunately, got injured. So I'd imagine the same thing happen and be applied now that Fofana is about coming back now.
Okay. Exactly. Thank you very much, Stephen G. Rich Moneymaker, thank you very much for more of your comment. Keep the comments coming, guys. Keep those comments coming in. JC said, Rich Money said this to JC. He said, JC, trust me, bro, the Chelsea recruitment is mad. The Sporting Directors have a lot of power. Egbali, for now, will not have word against them. But if the team doesn't get better, then Egbali will question the Sporting Directors. All right, Dan, thank you very much. Dan Senior says it both owners. That's why we were doing this protest.
Only ain't even involved with
JC at is he Paddy Man? Is he
personally? I'm not the biggest fan of that person. I don't take much of what they say.
All right, so Damon says, Stephen, were you there to watch, or was your?
I was in the middle of it. At one point, I was at the front.
Stephen was right.
I'm not even joking. At one point, I was literally at the front. One thing I will say, yeah, for all these YouTube lot that were saying, "Oh, come protest, yeah," when like the media and even when the media weren't really there, yeah, anyone that was a YouTuber, yeah, they didn't have a camera in their hand for the most part, yeah. I've got a couple of them on video, yeah. They were standing behind the cameras. So when there was people like Sky there, they was not with us behind the banners. They were behind those cameras. So you tell us to come protest, then you don't get in front of the cameras.
They were hiding.
Yeah. You tell us to come protest and you don't get in front of the cameras, yeah? You want us to protest? Come join us. Yeah?
I'll tell you the reason why.
You call people to protest, get involved yourself. You pricks.
I'll tell you, they don't have the boat. They don't have that confidence on what they're doing. They don't even believe in what they're doing. They just rallied around the crowd, following the crowd, hope it works.
They were there standing behind the media and that, joining in the chants. Yeah? If you're going to join in the chants and stuff, get behind the banners with the rest of us. Yeah? It wasn't just them. There was other people who weren't YouTubers and stuff that were stood behind the media and stuff, yeah?
I'll give you one example.
If you are pushing people to join, just quickly, yeah? If you're pushing people to join, you join in behind the banners. You don't stand behind the media, yeah? Stand with us. You want us to protest, stand with us and fight for the change. Don't stand behind the cameras. Johnny Minerals was there. He was stood behind the cameras.
Yeah, I saw him on the sidewalk. I saw videos. He was on the sidewalk.
Yeah, the video that I sent you, you can see him, yeah.
Yeah, where are they?
I said to someone, I spoke to someone when I was standing at the front of it, yeah? Because I was holding one of the banners at one point, yeah? I was speaking to someone and I said to him, look, you've got all these YouTubers who are calling for people to come protest, but they're stood over there. And you know my opinions on Johnny Minerals, yeah? Someone went, careful, he stood over there. I went, what's he got to do? He ain't got to do nothing. He won't even come in front of the cameras to join the protest. So what's he got to do if I say anything? He's not going to do anything in front of all the cameras in front of hundreds of thousands of people.
What can he do? What
are you going to do?
He can do nothing.
Try something. Try something and watch what happens. I'm not going to do nothing to you because I'm not going to get myself in trouble, yeah? But you're doing that in front of loads of cameras, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. That's all I'm saying.
I'll tell you this. They don't have balls. All those people that are going against these owners, get them out, let's go and protest. They don't have balls. If they really have balls, they will stand in front of those big old banners for the whole world to see them. But they were hiding behind the cameras. You know what? I'll tell you one. Beginning of the season, when things were going on well for Chelsea, people were against. I was against that Minerals guy because all he knows is sit on his platform, smoke cigar, and then insulting, using vulgar languages and inappropriate languages on his platform against people that you cannot even polish their shoes. These are people, tycoon billionaires, American billionaires. And you, what's his name? Johnny Minerals.
Didn't he go off on them about on Bowley for wearing jeans?
Yeah, you said Bowley's wearing whatever jeans. But you cannot even
he's
get
a billionaire going to a football match. He can wear whatever he wants.
You got to show that man respect. And I said, this is what I live with. You show people respect, they're going to respect you back. But if you go on the platform,
is earned, not given.
It's earned, absolutely. And what he does is people feed on negativity. People feed on negativity.
Yeah, he gets clicks for the money and attention on social media.
He used that insult because things are not going well right now. Just like AFTV did in the past. When things Arsenal were doing very bad, they gathered that momentum to use that narrative to create that channel, and it worked for them. And that's what Johnny Mineral is doing right now. If you look at the narrative, Chelsea is doing very bad. You have these owners who are very new. They're learning as they're going, just like Levi Colwill and other Chelsea young players, learning as time goes on. They will get better. In the beginning of the season, I was saying, where is that Mineral guy? Where is that Mineral guy? Because things were going for Chelsea. They are scared to be in front because if things turn around from this Southampton game, if things turn around for Chelsea, Chelsea goes on a mad run of form and winning almost about 5-6 games in a row. Now, what are they going to say? Well, Minerals and the guy who's to be protest that this project is not good. He said this project is not. He can step behind and said, I wasn't so sure. I was just going there to support these guys.
Yeah. Need you know what my thing is as well, right?
Use that as a narrative.
My thing to add on to the whole thing about if Chelsea go on a run of form, the protest would have been even more powerful if we were doing it whilst we're winning. Yeah. We've all been having these conversations for months, for a year plus, whatever, yeah? We just never protested it, yeah? We've all been having these conversations. We need experience. We need change. We need change. We need change. Banging the table. We need change, yeah? But the protests happen when we're in a bad run of form. This is why I'm saying no matter what, the next 3 home games, we need to keep this up. I don't care if we beat Copenhagen away, if we beat Leicester at home, beat Copenhagen at home, beat Arsenal away, we still do that Tottenham one, yeah? Because it's more powerful, because then you're on a good run of form, everyone expects it to be quiet. That's what I'm saying. Keep doing it for the next 3-4 home games or until the end of the season, whatever. Take your pick, yeah? But at least until the Tottenham game, at least every home game until then, yeah? So that's what I'm saying, because at that point, it's more powerful, because people will be looking at it now going, oh, you weren't saying this when you were winning. Well, we were. We just weren't protesting. There was a lot of the stuff that we're saying where we've complained about not having experience and the model needs a change and why we buy in another 16, 17, 18-year-old kid and not someone who's 26, 27, 28, something like that, yeah? But we didn't protest. So people think, oh, you're only doing this because you're losing. So, like I keep saying, and I've said multiple times already this stream, including a few seconds ago, even if we go on a winning run, we have to protest. We have to make sure the numbers increase as well when we do these protests, because if you do it when you're winning, your voice has more strength, because it's not a case of they're only doing it because the results have been poor. Because if we do stop when we go on a winning run, Barley, Clear Lake, whoever, the sporting directors, they get off lightly. We can't let that happen. We've started now. We have started. We have to keep pushing for this change, even if we go on a winning run. I don't care if we go unbeaten the rest of the season. It won't happen. But I don't care if we do. We have to keep this up. Because if you do it only when you're losing, your voice doesn't have as much strength as when you're winning and you're protesting. Exactly. This is the key point. That's why we have to keep this up now. Because, look, when we beat Wolves, I thought, okay, we might go on a run. Unfortunately, we faced Man City. It didn't happen, and the bad run continued, yeah? Now we've got Copenhagen, Leicester, Copenhagen, Arsenal, Tottenham, Brentford, Ipswich, and I can't remember the game after that, but in that order, yeah? This is the time we actually can start a winning run now, yeah? This is why you keep up the protesting even when you're winning. If we're going when we're winning, Nobody in the media and no one on the ownership can say anything, and they can't use PR to quieten us and say that fans were only doing it because they were annoyed about the results. Because that's what they're going to be trying to do. So if we do it when we're winning, what you got to say for your PR then? You can't. Because we're doing it when we're winning. We're doing it when we're getting good results. So try PR us now when we do it, when that happens. Because it won't work. It's not working now when we've been in bad form. The PR isn't working because we ain't falling for it. So what you gotta do if we start winning and we keep protesting? That's my question to the ownership. What you gotta say? Nothing, because you can't. Because you can't put it off as it's just fans being disgruntled about the results.
This goes directly to Dan. Dan, I'm not so sure exactly what you were watching. You were not there. You were watching what I'm watching, and I watched the same thing when the guy was splashing the money, throwing the money, standing behind the banner or in front of the banner, going in front of Todd Bowley's face and putting the money in his face. I did not see Johnny Minerals in front of that video. I did not see him there. So I don't know exactly what you were watching, but I saw the video same because you were not there and I wasn't there either. So the video that you saw, I saw the same similar video and I did not see Johnny Minerals in front. I saw him on the sideline. Sidewalk, someone used his cell phone. I saw the one from Steven, and I saw another video on X with someone using his first cell phone. Johnny Minerals standing right there, and there was another guy standing in front and beside him. I did not see Minerals doing anything, throwing money. Whatever you're trying to get Minerals in there, it's not working for me. He could be your leader. Follow him. He could be your leader. Follow Johnny Minerals. Let him lead you wrongly. But when the time comes, you realize that Minerals is leading you guys wrongly. Then I'll be right here. I'll receive you. Come back to me. All right. It says it says proper structure, and the structure of the protest of these owners was to get them out of the club. They're not going anywhere. Done. Be realistic. Done. They're not going anywhere. You think this protest is going to get these owners out of the football club? I've said this before, and I'm going to say it before. The money. And how they're running football. They're running the football club like a hedge fund. The money is picking up from somewhere into a business. Business grows to get profit, and then they send it back to where the money was being taken from. But you cannot do that with football. Football that doesn't have that patience. You cannot win and do that by selling players. That's why Brighton are where they are. That's why Southampton are where they are. Now they're struggling going to relegation again because when the time Southampton have sold lots of top players. Top players. I mean top players. Van Dijk was from there. Sadio Mane was from there. Many top players from Southampton. Because they keep doing the same thing. A time will come. Brighton will struggle. Just like how Southampton have struggled. A time will come. Many clubs have done it in the past. You get what I'm saying? So they are learning. These owners are learning. It will affect them if the team doesn't win, doesn't produce trophy. It will affect them as owners in this football club. They are in for business, and to get if they are in for business, before they can make money, the team has to be winning. The team has to be successful, not just only selling young players. That selling young players will catch up on them very soon. It will catch up on them, and that's what we're seeing right now because it's proven right now that you cannot win with these young players. So now they have to change things to bring in experienced players. We're hearing rumors of certain players being linked with the team right now. Let's see how things goes in the summer. It's all about patience. We saw what happened with Roman Abramovich. Chelsea was very, very lucky to he brought in the at that time the top manager in the world, which was Jose Mourinho from FC Porto, winning with FC Porto straight to Chelsea. Then what did he do? Went to Manchester United and brought in the sporting director and brought in someone from Manchester United. So we did not have it that way. Those days are different. And if you're looking very carefully, the amount of money that these owners are spending is the same thing that Roman Abramovich spent back in the days. But Roma spent it differently. These owners are also having different models, so they're spending it differently, and it's not working. And that is what we are protesting for, but not for them to get out of the football club. If they don't have any ambition, they will not splash the money on players. They just keep the money, just like the Liverpool owners are doing. They are keeping the money. But these people are splashing the cash, but they are not splashing the cash the way we want it. So, guys, we've spent almost about an hour discussing these protests. We cannot be here all day discussing it. Any more questions on these protests, you can drop in the comment section below. More from a Lord Veponation, big up to you. Says, Need Zion, how long do you think? Do you think?
I think it means think.
Think it will take these for you to realize things don't change. It will be there and learning, or
would it be they are learning or they are stubborn?
For me, for now, we would say let's take it to be that they are stubborn. With just 2.5 years into their tenure as owners, 2.5 years. The first year is not counted because they have to clean up a whole mess. So I don't count the first year. 2.5 years already in as owners. So let's see what we get in the summer. If in the summer, with all these protests that we continue doing, we have to have that consistency in these protests. Next week, next game has to be there. Another protest has to happen. Next game again, there should be like consistently 3 protests has to go on in the summer. If we don't see any experience coming in, then we will say that these owners are just stubborn. And it will catch up on them, bro. It will catch up on them. We don't have to force it. It will catch up on them, because the more you're not winning anything with these young kids, the more you're going to have problems with sponsorship. You're not having trophies coming in. No one wants to do work with you because all you know is to build your team with young kids, which can win anything. Because sponsors want to see their sponsorship on the final games like Champions League finals. They want to see their sponsorship out there where people are watching them. Allianz Airline or Turkish Airline or Emirates Airline in front of Chelsea's logo at Champions League finals. They want to see these things. But if Chelsea can play any finals, we can play FA Cup finals, Carabao Cup finals, for the whole world to see us exhibiting or maybe showing this ownership, sponsorship on finals, it will affect them. You get what I'm saying? Definitely, it will affect the football club. And they know it. If they're in for business, they can make money by not bringing in experienced players. So that's what I'm saying. We can do the protest, but let's relax. It will catch up on them. It's just like ordinary human being. If you don't get enough sleep, continue going. A day will come, your body will shut down. There's nothing you can, that's when you're going to get sick. You'll be lying now, you can't do anything. It will catch up with these owners with the money they're making. The money's not going to come from anywhere anymore. And that's when they have to change your mind. But now I'll say, they are trying something. They are learning. Let's wait for summer. You and I will be here again. I will be here. And whatever I'm saying, if it's not right, if it doesn't make sense, let me know in the comment section below. I'm not going to be here and using swear words and curse words because I want you to follow me. I want you to follow the narrative. I want to follow the other negative, content creators out there because I want view. No, that's not what I want here. And I continue following the same route that I've started this channel till the end. I'm not going to build my channel on those things. No. Insults and negativity to build my platform. No, I won't do that. But I understand what you're saying, Lord Veponation. Rich Money Maker said, I can say this for a fact that our owners do want to win. And I believe, because these players, they're going for one of the world midfielders, world best midfielders, young players in the world. It's all about how they gel together. The more they gain more experience, they can win. I believe they can win. A little bit of experience, goalkeeping, one top striker. Imagine if you have even one top striker. Chelsea wouldn't be where they are now. Just one top striker with the way things are going right now. One top striker, the kind of chances we've created, the kind of misses we've missed, the goals, creativity, it's not a problem. One goalkeeper, one top striker, Chelsea wouldn't have been in this situation. Just one striker. Or a goalkeeper, or maybe having Philip Jorgensen in the beginning of the season. We wouldn't have been where we are right now. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We have to win. We have to win. Even during the Roman Abramovich era, the way we want to win wasn't the right way of how we were winning. We win one Premier League. We win the Premier League this year. It will take about 2 years more. Then we win again. Or the following year, even before we win another Premier League again, we have to win maybe a FA Cup, a Carabao Cup, or maybe Champions League comes in, and it will take another 3 years to win another Premier League. But look at Manchester City, the way they did it. 4 in a row. 4 in a row. That is what we want to see. It was all not doom and gloom for Roman Abramovich. He made a lot of mistakes too. But I'm not comparing Roman and these people. Roman was there for 2 decades. These guys haven't been there for that long. We need to have patience. Let's have patience. I know you don't like what I'm saying. You might like the other one who says, get an get these guys out of this place. And I have the cigar on and I feel like I'm Pog. That's not it. That's not the whole situation. You don't have to be like that. But I understand you guys. I understand you. I understand everyone. I understand the frustration. I'm in the same. When Chelsea doesn't win, it affects me. No, not money-wise, but it have set my appetite and the way I feel, and my day goes bad. I want the team to win. A lot said just because we beat Copenhagen, Leicester City doesn't change my opinion. We have to keep up the protest. Absolutely, we do.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm saying as well. So big up on that one.
Yeah. Richmond Moneymaker said, I can tell you, the players listen to our YouTube platform, and they will try harder according to his sources. And more from him, I said, I have been so angry with Sporting Directors, but we need to support our boys. Definitely, we need to support our boys. We have okay. I thought we have someone here. I thought we have someone in there, but Stephen is showing something on the screen. Stephen, what's that?
This is from the protest yesterday.
Is that Mineral?
Hello.
Yeah. Dan, are you watching? It's not that bright, but if you're watching it, that's Minerals over there. That's
also what I add. The guy on the left, so the guy on Minerals is right, our left, yeah, is from another YouTube channel.
Dan, you over there arguing with me. Mineral was right there in front of the band. That's the Minerals right there.
Minerals, and then the other guy from another YouTube channel, and then somebody holding money.
These are the guys that were saying, go and protest. Let's go and protest. But they are hiding behind the camera. They were not in the scene, in the camera scene. So someone took a picture of him. They're standing on the sideline and sidewalk, and they let people. Let me tell you, leaders lead by example. You go to the war front. Back in the days, when there was war, the leaders, the kings, will be in front of the war zone. They lead by example. So Mineral should have been in front of the banner. He should have been throwing the money or holding the microphone or speaking or something. I saw the protest from AFTV a couple of years ago when they came to America. I think New York or something, somewhere around New York. I saw Robbie in front of the banner. Robbie was holding the microphone or whatever it is, and he was speaking through it. Our Chelsea content creators that live in the UK are just PUSSY. That's what they are. You don't motivate people to go and protest and you be hiding behind cameras. You will stand on sidewalks, put your hand in your pocket for someone to go and protest for you. You want the kids. They're just like lions. They think they're wild. But then they stand behind and let the women, the lionesses, go and fight and get all these meat and bring it to them for them to enjoy. You know what? When they eat all that food, you know what they do? They fight their male lions. That's what the lion does. Lions don't hunt. The male lions, they don't hunt. It's all the female lions that hunt. So that's what the Minerals was doing over there, telling the followers to go and protest, and they will enjoy the benefit from it.
Need you not add to this?
Go for it.
I'd add, that if we do get a change, from multiple protests, and these YouTube lot that are the big accounts, not like us, we're not one of the big accounts, we'll get there one day, because when you've got a target, you hit it, and that's what we're trying to do. But these big accounts that are pushing people to protest and stuff like that, if we do more and they stand away from the cameras, you know they're going to go, we did it. We got change. We fought for change and we got change. Yeah, you stood behind the cameras, mate. That's what's going to annoy me. It's all well and good doing that, yeah? But if you're behind the cameras and not in front of them, yeah, then how much was you really involved in fighting for it is my view. Because, bro, at one point I was at the front of it, yeah? At one point I was holding one of the banners, yeah? Because we kept switching out who was holding the banners, yeah? There was so many cameras. There'll probably be footage of me somewhere, yeah? Because I was in front of the cameras, not behind them. You're a big YouTuber. You want people to protest. Flipping join us. Yeah? Get your face in there. Yeah? Hold the banners. This is what annoys me. Protest, protest, protest. I'm standing behind the cameras, not in front of them. Well done, mate. Well done. I could easily gone to the protest, done what they're done where they're chanting from behind the media and stuff, and got footage from there. But I didn't. I wanted to be in the middle of it because I want change and I want to be someone that is front and center of fighting for that change. I don't care if my face is on the media and I get clowned or any of that, yeah? Because I want change. So I'm going to fight for it and I'm going to make sure that I'm one of the people who's front and center, yeah? Fighting for the change of the model, yeah?
Yeah.
Or whatever change comes, yeah? And not standing behind the cameras. I don't care if my face is seen, yeah? If my face is seen and it gets changed, not my face gets changed, but we get change and I'm front and center, bro, I'm proud. I'm like, yeah, I was there. I was dead center fighting for this change. I was one of these 200 people from the other day, yeah, that was there. And I was one of those people that was at the front as part of this fight for change at this football club that I love so much, yeah? If we get change down the line and there's more people involved, I think we'll get more people in the more protests we do, yeah? Then, do you know what I say at that point? I say, every single person that stood behind those banners, yeah?
Yeah.
If we get this change or we don't get this change, whatever happens, anyone who even attempted to fight for the change and was stood behind those banners in front of those cameras, well done. We can have our heads held high because we made sure we were seen as the ones that were front and center fighting for the change at this football club that we love so much. Yeah? That's my view on it. If we don't get change, it sucks. We keep going, we keep going, we keep going, yeah? Until we can eventually force a change because the media pressure and the fan pressure is so much, yeah? And anyone that is a part of that and is visibly seen or wants or isn't minding being visibly seen is behind those banners, yeah? Head up, be proud of it because you actually showed your face in a fight for change for this football club.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Stephen G. Now, we've dealt with the Dan said that CEO, our fans are very, very happy we won against Southampton because they are poor and the league. Let's see how poor in the league. Let's see how we do against Leicester City, Tottenham Hotspur, and Copenhagen. We'll see how things go. And Arsenal fans, he said over here, says that the first season was a mess, but on them, it was on them, not Roma. How is it on them? The first season, how is it on them, Dan? May they have been 3 years and they need to quit the job. They've been here for 3 years and they have to quit the job. How is the first season on them? The Russian billionaire has been sanctioned. There's no business going. There's nothing going on. The club, there was nothing going on. The whole offices has been closed, and they came in and to clean things up. And how is the first season is on them? How is it on them, Dan? I don't get it. Unless you explain much more better to me for me to understand what you mean by the first season was on them, Dan. Please come back to me and let me explain better to me, Dan.
For the record, neither me or Nee hate Roman. We love Roman for what he did to the club. Yeah, with the club, the success he brought to the club, the players he brought to the club. We love him for that, yeah? We're just also pointing out that due to the sanctions put on him, obviously through no fault of his own, yeah, but through his country's government, yeah, he got sanctioned as a result, yeah? This ownership group took charge, I think off the top of my head, roughly about the 29th of May, I think it was. So pretty much the last couple of days of May.
Right.
The January, blimmin' hell, you can tell my brain's gone, can't you? The summer window technically starts in July, but everyone starts doing their business from about the middle of June. Yeah. So they didn't really have any time to come in and fix and everything in that period of time. If they took over in January, I'd say, yeah, sure. I'd say first summer they could have been a lot clearer. But at the same time, as I say that, they backed Tuchel by getting experienced players and getting players that he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So on that side of that, I can't blame them. Yeah. The other thing is, not only did we get Aubameyang and that, but after that window closed, we done a pre-agreement deal for the next summer. Yeah. And got Nkunku. So it was another experienced player. So I can't fault them for that bit. It is what it is.
Exactly, guys. So we're gonna look into the game itself. We've gone on about 1 hour 15 minutes on the protest. So let's move on to the main game itself. Stephen, Chelsea destroyed Southampton 4-0, but I wasn't convinced in that game. I thought the game result should have been around 7 or 8-0. Cole Palmer at this moment, his heads are down. He's not on form. He had 2 big chances he should have scored, but Cole Palmer couldn't do it. What is going on with Palmer?
Do you know what, Nee? Like, we can sit here and say Palmer's not on form, this, that, and the other, yeah? In his last 15 games, he's created about 36 chances. 3-6 in 15, yeah? So over 2 chances a game he's created. This season, he's created more chances than he created last season per game so far. And we're not even at the end of the season. He's creating, I think I sent it to you earlier.
Yeah.
This season, he's creating 2.6 chances per 90 minutes. Yeah. I'm trying to find the image. Last season, he created 2.03 chances. 2.03 chances per game last season. Yeah. So he's created over 0.5, so over half a chance more per game than last season. Yeah. Even in this bad run that he's having, yeah, about 34 to 36 chances in 15 games. Do you know how mad that is? That's ridiculous. Bro, he's on a bad run of getting goals and assists and stuff, but he's still creating. And if people took those chances, imagine what his numbers could be, even if they took, say, I don't know, say if people took about 30% of those chances, you're talking about 10 assists, roughly.
But Stephen, I understand what you're saying. He has created some chances. That's the teamwork. That's collective effort. But we're looking at individual. Yeah, we're looking at individual Cole Palmer, and we know what Cole Palmer can do last season under Mauricio Pochettino, and this season, I think 7-8 games this season, and how good he was. But we could tell that the young chap level has dropped a bit.
I wouldn't say his level's dropped.
But what is it then? If it's not his level,
because if you're looking at goals and assists to look at his level, I'd say that's very harsh to just look at that. Yeah, that's why I look at stuff like chances created, big chances created, stuff like that. Yeah, Palmer is on. Put it this way, yeah.
He hasn't scored a single goal in 7 games now.
There's no need. Me understand that, yeah, but he's also still creating bucket loads of chances, right? But if you want to just use goals and assists, yeah. In 30 games in all competitions, which with Palmer, it's 2 qualifiers in the Conference League because he weren't in the league phase team, yeah?
Yeah.
1 FA Cup game and 27 Premier League games, yeah? We ignore the FA Cup and the Conference League, yeah? I can't remember who the FA Cup game was against. Oh, it would have been Brighton, which he forced an own goal in, by the way. In the Premier League alone, 27 matches this season, 14 goals, 6 assists. So he's got 20 goal contributions in 27 games. Last season, he got 33 in 33 Premier League games. So if we talk just goals and assists, he's doing ridiculous, especially given that he's not got a goal or assist in 8 games or whatever it is. My thing is, look, his assist numbers are down by about 10 or something like that, give or take, yeah?
Mhm.
But, again, as a reference, he's creating the chances, but the players aren't burying them. If we had an elite striker that could bury those chances, not only would consequently Chelsea be higher up the table, we might even be fighting for the title with the amount that Palmer creates for them, yeah? But Palmer's numbers themselves on just goals and assists would also be significantly higher.
It's very noticeable. More you can tell why everyone can tell Palmer is not getting goals, because if you go in the team and look at statistics, even without looking at it, Palmer and Jackson are those two guys getting the goals. And if Jackson is not scoring, Palmer is not scoring, it means that the team is really dead, because they are the two guys that gets the goals for the team. That is what I'm saying. Jackson's level have dropped a bit. Palmer's levels have dropped, although he's contributing. I'm sure if you go in, but Jadon Sancho probably has also contributed some chances to Palmer, and Palmer hasn't finished it. And maybe Jackson has also contributed some chances to Palmer, and Palmer hasn't finished it. So if you're talking, if you're having that argument or looking at that statistics for Palmer, we should look at that same statistics for other players also who have contributed for Palmer, and Palmer hasn't finished it. But the level is the most important thing right now is Palmer has, his form has dropped a bit, and we have to let that out. We have to say it. His level has dropped now, and it's true, Stephen.
I'm not saying it's not true. I'm also saying that it depends how you look at it, because if you're saying that he's not getting goals, he's not getting assists, okay, but he can only get assists if people finish the chances. You're creating in 15 games, you're creating over 30 chances, basically 35 chances, 34 to 36. I can't remember the exact number. It's one of those.
Yesterday, they created chances for him. Did he finish it? Chances were being created for him.
He's on bad form. It happens to everyone. But at the same time,
if you say he has created,
you're missing the point. You're missing the point. You're missing the point.
No, I get your point. I'm saying if he has created, others have created for him, and he hasn't finished it.
He's not supposed to be the guy finishing the chances. That's my thing. He's not meant to be priority number one finishing them. That's meant to be your striker.
No. I did not say that. It's a teamwork. It's a collective effort. If you get in the chance, if you get 18 and you're as good as Palmer is, he's supposed to finish chances. Cucurella as a defender found himself in those chances. And what did he do? He found himself in that position and he finished those chances. So if Palmer, to be honest with you, the chances that he had yesterday and can't finish, there's something wrong with the player.
To be fair, one of those was a very good save. One or two of those, if you include the free kick as two, were very good saves, to be fair. One of them was arguably a bad miss. I need to watch it back.
Two of them were bad miss. Two of them were bad miss.
There was one that was a good save. There was one that was a good save. Then there was also the free kick that was a good save as well.
I think there was close-up one. The goalkeeper closed him up. That's the one you see was a good save. But good play.
But that's praise to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper did the right thing.
But the player did not do the right thing then. That means the player did not do the right thing.
You get that, right? There was one before that.
You're giving the credit to the goalkeeper. Also, then you got to look at the player also. Player did not do it right.
The keeper's rushed out, closed him down, and made a good save.
Okay. I'm not going to compare him to others because that's not fair.
No, but what I'm saying, yeah, I'm agreeing that I think that was the second chance, the one that I'm referring to. The one before that, if I remember rightly, was arguably should have definitely done better. But the second one, I'd say I need to watch it back 100%. But from in stadium, my view, it seemed like very good from Ramsdale closing down, making the save. The free kick was also a good save from Ramsdale as well, because that was a fairly decent free kick. But I'm with you on the first one.
Okay.
The other thing I'd just quickly say, because I just got it up, in the Premier League alone, Palmer this season has created 69 chances. Enzo has created 51. The next highest is Pedro Neto with 27. That drop-off is mad. Palmer's created 18 more than Enzo. Enzo's created 24 more than Neto. And then after that, you've got Sancho 26, Madueke and Jackson 25 each, Caicedo 22, Gusto 14, Cucurella 14, Nkunku 13, Colwell's created 10. Reece has created 7. Felix had created 6. Lavia's created 6. Fofana's created 5. Tyreek George 3. Mudryk 2. Dewsbury Hall 2. Tosin Adrabayo 2. And Mark Guy 1. So that's the thing, right? Enzo's chance creation has gone up as the season's gone on, yeah? Which massively helps, absolutely massively helps, especially given how Palmer's struggling in terms of people finishing his chances that he creates, yeah? So the fact that Enzo's stepping up and getting more chances created helps, because if he's performing, remember throughout the season, we said the midfielders and wingers need to step up, because of otherwise Palmer gets 2 free players on him, yeah? That still happens. Palmer still gets 2 free players on him. But if Enzo's consistent enough in his chance creation, then that's when you start to see these players move away from Palmer a bit more and more towards Enzo, because you've got another threat, which then gives Palmer more space. The other thing I will say is, when it comes to Palmer and his shooting recently, he slipped against Aston Villa. That's unlucky. It happens to everyone, yeah? There was one chance yesterday I'd say he definitely should have done better with. There was one that's a good... There's 2 that's a good save, including the free kick, yeah? I'd also say it feels like he's kind of trying to force these shots now at times, because he just wants to get out of this rut, if you will. He just wants to get another goal to sort of get this pressure off him, like, and he knows it. I mean, Maresca, I think I sent the video to you yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. Like, Maresca at full time, he goes over to Palmer. He's talking to him. It's basically saying it happens to everyone, like all the players, like Palmer. And he said it in his conference as well, I believe. I think he said, like, Palmer's okay. He understands, like, he's been in the dressing room with top players at Man City. So obviously your Bernardo Silva's, your De Bruyne's, and he's seen them have good moments and bad moments. And it's going to happen because he's human, right? The other thing I would say is, did you see the post from Palmer on Instagram? I think I sent it. I'll try and find it.
I think I saw probably I didn't see that one.
I'll have it up in a couple of seconds. I just got to find it. So these are all from today.
All right. Look for it, Stephen, while also looking for it. Guys, if you are watching us live, we are still going through some few of news up here out as it's been reported yesterday. We'll be looking at today's build-up. Big games coming up today, Wednesday. Matches between Brentford versus Brentford versus Everton, right? Brentford, Everton, Man United, Ipswich, Nottingham Forest, Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal, Spurs versus Manchester City, Liverpool versus Newcastle, and the record could be set today. Tottenham Hotspur will be the only football club that could have been Manchester City three times in a row this one season. I think they've done a double over Manchester United, and they've done it. Oh, they're about to do the same thing to Manchester City. If they beat City, Tottenham Hotspur will be making a record of history today. Also, we'll be looking at Liverpool boss Arne Slot and assistant manager giving 2-match touchline ban following action after 2-2 draw with Everton. Then former Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag says modern footballers struggle to deal with their criticism. What do you guys think of that? And also, Didier Drogba has defended his former Chelsea manager Jose Mourinho, insisting the Portuguese manager is not a racist. According to Didier Drogba, came on social media and said that we have to look into that. We got some few more minutes to wrap up on the review on yesterday's game. Stephen, should Chelsea fans should be very happy, or should they get carried away on the results from yesterday's game? Should they?
It's a mix of both. For me,
to you.
You can be happy because positive things came from it. One of the main takeaways for me, is despite it being Southampton, this is a thing that I feel like we haven't done enough in the last 10 or so Premier League games, since about the time our form started dropping, is at times last season, and you would have noticed it even on the broadcast. Remember first half of the season, what were we doing to break teams down, Lee? I'll ask you this question and I'll carry on with my point.
What was that again, Steven? Ask the question.
In the first half of the season, how was we breaking through and breaking down teams, efficiently to create the chances, get the goals, which caused us to be in second place going into Christmas? What was we doing?
What were we doing?
Mm-hmm. We saw a bit of it yesterday.
We have various players scoring. It wasn't just two specific players. We got different players scoring, isn't it?
Okay, that wasn't the point I was going for, but it is a very good point. The point I was going for was we saw yesterday multiple times we were breaking on the counter, we were cutting through them, we were playing the ball quick. Okay, we still slowed it down at times, and sometimes it was unnecessary. But
don't you think
a bit of that quick
that
football
happened because we're playing a very bad team called?
No, because even against other teams that have been bad, we haven't really done that. I can't remember the last time I saw that. Like, a lot of the time we slow it down, and we still slowed it down at times yesterday, But it was nice to see a little bit of that quick game again that was so efficient and so effective in the first half of the season that we kind of went away from. And I'll give you a prime example, I think it was after our first goal yesterday,
Yeah.
We got the ball back quite quickly and we instantly broke on the attack with pace,
Mm-hmm.
And I was sat there and one of my friends went to the protest and they took the spare ticket I had yesterday, I was sat next to him and I remember I was sitting there watching it. I went, that's Chelsea from beginning of the season. That quick play, cutting through teams. And what was even more impressive for me was that Southampton, okay, not necessarily all the time, sometimes they weren't, but even when they were kind of in a low block, we were still able to get behind them. And we were still getting chances. I feel like they opened up a bit after we scored because obviously they're fighting to, at this point, it would be a miracle if they pull off survival. But obviously, you're going to fight for that. And once they went 1-0 down, I feel like, opened up a bit more. Maybe to your eyes they didn't, but to me in the stadium, it did feel kind of like that to a degree. But yeah, I felt like we started slicing through them again. And look, I think it was in the same attack I'm talking about, or maybe a later one. I can't remember. My memory of the timeline's all mixed up. But at one point, remember the goal we scored against Villa the other day, where we had the ball in the middle of the pitch, we play it out wide to Neto, takes on his man, We had a very similar play.
Is the one that scored by Enzo Fernandez?
Yeah.
I remember.
We had a very similar build-up for
Tyreek George?
No, not for Tyreek George. It was in the first half. It literally, I can't remember who passed it, but it went out to the right, so to Neto. And I said to the people that sit around me, I've known these people a long time. I've always been sat around these people. I said, that was identical. How we build up there, that was identical to how the goal against Aston Villa came. So that's another pattern that we've seen. We've got the ball midfield. Oh, we're just going to play out to the right. We trust our winger to take on his man and create something. So maybe, just maybe, the players are going to start getting a bit of confidence again, we hope. I said after the Wolves game, that was the result we needed going into Man City. Okay, it was Man City. It didn't work out well in the end. We got battered, But as I said at the start of this stream, when I was talking about the protests and stuff, the positive thing is this time we don't have a big team immediately. We can build this form. We've got Copenhagen next Thursday. We've got Leicester next Sunday. We've got Copenhagen the following Thursday, and then we've got Arsenal, and then we've got the international break, then we've got Tottenham. if there was ever a time to build on this momentum, it's these 2 Copenhagen games and that Leicester game in between. Get us firing going into that Arsenal game. Get the players prepared, wanting to go to the Emirates, fight for the win, mess up Arsenal whilst helping yourselves at the same time. I mean, Arsenal, I think, are only 6 or so points ahead of us. I could be wrong. I don't think it's too much ahead of us. So who knows what can happen? I mean, Arsenal have got more injuries now. I mean, Lewis Skelly suspended for the game, I think it's tonight, Arsenal game. He's suspended for that one. I don't know if he's suspended for the next one because it was a denial goal scoring opportunity. I forgot if that's a 2-game ban or a 1-game ban. I can't talk. 1-game ban, which would be absolute BS if it is. I know for certain it's not a 3-game ban, so I'd imagine it's a 2-game ban. So they could be missing him for the next 2 Premier League games. So Nwaneri, I think, went off injured the other day as well. So that could be another injury, unless Arteta's said he's not injured. I don't know. I've not seen his quotes from his conference yesterday for obvious reasons. But if Nwaneri's injured, then that's another attacker down. Yeah. And if he's out for a few weeks, they then have no Jesus. They won't have Sterling against us. They don't have Havertz. They don't have Saka.
Well,
like, that's basically their whole attack gone. What they got to do? You play Marino up top or something? Like,
Arteta believe they're in the title race, so I don't know what you're thinking they're saying. I mean, the manager believed they're in the title race. Anyway, Nehemiah, big up to
but
Nehemiah.
I think he said the same thing yesterday about he feels like they're going to win it, and this was when City were about to play Tottenham. Even a Tottenham fan told me this the other day. Yeah, I didn't even notice it watching on the broadcast last season. Yeah, I knew Tottenham fans wanted City to win because obviously it was against Arsenal for the title race. Yeah, I knew they wanted that. What I didn't know was, do you remember when Man City used to do what's known as the Poznan, where they turn their backs and they jump?
Yeah, from that header.
No. The fans.
Okay, yeah.
You know, Man City used to do what's known as a Poznan. They turn their back and they put their arms on each other's shoulders and they're jumping.
Yeah.
The Tottenham fans did that in that game when they were losing to Man City last season.
Crazy.
I didn't know this until the other day. That's how far they took it.
All right, fans, viewers, followers, anyone watching us live. Wherever you're watching us from, my name is Nizam with my co-host, my big brother Stephen G in there, going through the things I went through. Stamford Bridge yesterday. We look at the preview, we look at the just review of yesterday's game, and also Liverpool boss Arne Slot. That's like I said, he's been suspended. Him and assistant manager for 2-game ban, and also Jose Mourinho. Yes, Didier Drogba has come to defend the Chelsea ex-gaffer that he is not a racist. So Nehemiah said Fofana is back. Like I said, yesterday's game. My view on yesterday's game. I like how Enzo Maresca managing right now from Nehemiah. Nehemiah said Reece James. All right, so this what I'm my thoughts on yesterday's game. Let me give you my rundown on it real quick. I feel like it was a time for Chelsea to get at least a win, and Southampton came at the right time. But the big question, the big problem surrounding Chelsea Football Club for almost about 3 years now, we're struggling winning against the bigger teams. And when I say bigger team, Villa are one of them. I'm talking about the likes of Manchester United. Yeah, we won against United, but we struggled. The likes of Arsenal Football Club. If it hadn't been a dodgy decisions and Sanchez in goal post, that Martinelli goal shouldn't have been a goal in the first place. It shouldn't. We shouldn't lose against them. But yeah, we're struggling to win convincingly against this big team, Manchester United, Arsenal, Manchester City, and who else again? Maybe you can chuck someone in like Aston Villa. The Villas and those teams out there. Tottenham Hotspur, I don't care about Tottenham Hotspur. It's always a 3-point for Chelsea when we play Spurs. No matter how formed they are.
Tottenham gave Palace and Ipswich their first wins of the season, by the way.
Okay. No matter how good form Tottenham Hotspur are, they're always going to lose against Chelsea. 3 points are always, so we don't count that 3 points. We look at the subsequent ones. So I think it was a good time to win against Southampton to get all that 3 points and to build momentum. Also, Enzo Maresca said that the injured players almost all his injured players will be coming back in the next, I think, that next game
after
or next
international break.
After the international break. So we might have all these players lining up. And I think that that motivation that they need and their team harmony will come back again. I think injury has really hit the team very well, very bad. And also some decision making in this January transfer window hasn't been good. It has gone against the team because once you have injury, now the bench looked very thin because of some players we let them go. And, some of the players are justified the reason why we send them away. João Felix is one of them. Felix is gone and he's not impressive. He's got to go though. But if Italian journalists are saying these, putting these kind of quotes out there or tweeting this, saying that, João Felix
he's
is
handsome but he's useless, to quote, right?
Yeah, he's a handsome guy, but he's a useless player. That's from a journalist in the Italian league. This is not English journalist. This is Italian journalist. And if you look at the trajectory or the progress or the career of João Felix, prospect, talented player, at young age, 150 million is what Atletico Madrid paid for João Felix to move to Atletico Madrid. And from there, it hasn't gone well for him. It didn't work out for him. He's going to Barcelona. Barcelona could pay for 35 million. That's what Chelsea paid for João Felix. 35 million. Barcelona could afford it. It could afford if they indeed want to keep João Felix. Chelsea had the opportunity. Sign Felix again. Things can get better. And we've all seen it. Manager doesn't prefer him playing in the middle, but he gets a chance, he gets his chance, and still doesn't take his chances very well. When he gets a chance on the pitch, it feels like another Nkunku. His body language doesn't feel like he wants to be there. Up and down, up and down, up and down. You've seen him at AC Milan. He got a goal. That's fine. But still, Milan, Italian journalists are tagging this guy as useless of a player. What else can we do? What can we say to justify his João Felix performance and why, Enzo Maresca? He's proven everyone wrong. Right. He's proven everyone right. And everyone that is supporting João Felix, he's proving you that, you're really right about him. He's not good enough. But I hope it gets better just because it's still Chelsea's property. Chelsea's player will come back to the football club in the summer. So we hope that things get better for him. Steven, I don't know if you want to add anything from Cole Palmer or anything else in the game that you want to talk about. One more before we move on to other few topics. We're gonna wrap up on that few topic. Didier Drogba and backing over, and then also on that slop touchline ban for 2 games and any other stuff stories out there. Conor Ben also a little bit of boxing. Conor Ben and what's his name? What's the other guy's name? Conor Ben and who? What's his name? Okay. Can you
forgot who it is, but they what's it called? The face-off, didn't they?
Conor Ben and he slapped him with an egg. He egged his face. He really egged his face up.
I saw something about it. I haven't actually seen it.
Eubank Jr. Conor Ben and
Eubank. That's the one.
Eubank Jr.
Yeah, I saw something about it, but I've not seen the actual clip because I think.
I've seen it 1,000 times yesterday.
Chelsea, so.
I've seen it many times yesterday. He just went like that with his left hand. He had the egg in his pocket. So right now, he had this egg in his hand. So when he slapped him, he makes sure he smushed the egg all over his face.
Just quickly, I'll say a couple things. Yeah. I think one of the big things for me with this post obviously being from Palmer's Instagram, it shows that he's not too down about his current form. Just simply put in like, well done, lads, +3s and +3 points. Don't worry, I'll be back. Like he's not down about it or anything like that.
That should tell you over there. He knows where he is. He's not back. So he said, I will be back. That should tell you that he is down. His performance is bad. He can tell, he can feel it. So I saw him. I think he was down in Pedro Neto.
You say that, but I think after one of the chances, I can't remember which one. I think Maresca even referenced it. Like after Palmer missed one of the chances, he was kind of laughing. It's almost like he knows that like sometimes like when your luck is bad, just nothing falls for you. It's almost like a disbelief, like, what do I have to do at this point? Do you know what I mean? Like, my luck is this bad. What do I have to do at this point just to get a goal? Like, it's just not falling for him. And look, it happens to everyone. Yeah. Look at Haaland at the start of the season, for example. But the only other thing I want to touch on is sort of two things in 1/3. It was good to see, obviously, we had to have a young bench because of injuries and stuff, but it was good to see Josh come off the bench, Tyreek George come off the bench, Shimaweka come off the bench. Also, Shimaweka's first Premier League appearance, he was on for the added time. He immediately got a chance with a header at the back post from a corner. That would have been such a moment. Your first touch in the Premier League, if he'd managed to find a way to get a goal.
No, it was a header. It wasn't a touch. It was a header.
Yeah, it was a header. That's what I said.
Well, that's what
Imagine them. I said, like, he gets a header from first, like, touch. Yeah. Like, if you'd scored with your first touch, or got an assist with your first touch on your Premier League debut off the bench, imagine how, like, incredible that would have been for him. I mean, he's only 16, 17? I think he's 17 now. Like, that would have been insane. I think he's also I think it's the third or fourth youngest player to make a Premier League appearance for Chelsea.
17, right? At age 17.
Yeah, something like that. But I think he's like the third or fourth youngest player. After, I think one of them was Jody Morris, one was Ethan Ampadu, and I can't remember the other. I'm trying to find it now.
I think I saw that. Jody Morris, Ethan Ampadu.
Shimaweka's the fourth youngest player to appear for Chelsea in the Premier League after Ethan Ampadu, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Jody Morris. He's aged 17 years old and 128 days.
Okay.
Fourth youngest.
Okay. All right, guys, that's where we're gonna wrap up today. I don't think.
We need the last thing that I was going to say. Massive moment, Tyreek George. You'll see from the video I sent you, like, when that goal goes in, he gets the assist for Cucurella. I can't remember who dummied it for the ball to get to Cucurella, but the players that were obviously close to Cucurella, like Palmer, etc., go to Cucurella. And then you see some of the players that are further away, like Tosin, they come running over, and the first player they go to, Tyreek George, his first Premier League assist. And they run over to him, high-fiving him, hugging him. And then obviously you see Palmer and Cucurella come over as well after they've celebrated with Cucurella and that.
Okay.
But that was nice. That was a nice moment in my eyes. Like, it's his first assist, and you've got some of the senior players that were further away from the action. They're coming over to him first. Like, some of the experienced players as well, like Tosin, coming over to him. Well done. Like, it's your first assist. He's a young player. Like, that must have felt incredible for him. Not just the assist, but the fact that some of those players, instead of going to Cucurella first, because they were further away, when they ran to celebrate, they went over to him first. And then Cucurella comes over, and then they go to Cucurella. So to him, that must have been special, because, like, his first assist for the club that he's been at since he's a kid. And some of the players, some of the more experienced players, the first person they go to, the first player they praise, isn't the goal scorer. It's you, the young academy kid that has got his first assist for the club. In his first season, getting any kind of minutes for the club as well, by the way. So that was probably like a really good moment for him, like a feel-good moment. Like, you've got the experienced lads coming over to you first. Well done. Like, that's your first one. Like, you can get more. He's been unlucky. I can't talk. He's been unlucky not to get 1 or 2 goals and a few more assists already through the Conference League and the limited minutes he's had in other competitions. He's been very unlucky. He could have had more by now. But it was a great moment for him to get his first, and I'm so glad I was there to see it, because all I wanted, as soon as we went 3-0 up, I was like, please just get Tyreek George on. Because when he came on against Wolves, we had such a big lead. Me and my granddad left as he got subbed on, so I'd never, ever seen him play live in the flesh. So I just wanted him to come on and get some minutes. And then the fact that he got an assist or a goal, it makes it even better.
All right, Richmond Maker said, guys, great news. The experienced players are having meetings with the youngsters, and this helps us because the sport directors will see that experience is really needed in the football club. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But Stephen, what do you make of these quote coming from Erik ten Hag, as he said that former Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag says modern players struggle to deal with criticism. What do you think? What do you think of that? I have my opinion on that, but what's yours?
It's a very broad statement because you've just generalized a whole generation of players.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
It could have just been players that you worked with. It could have been that, like the clubs you've been at, or it could have been because of the way that you give the criticism. Like, it's not as black and white as young players struggle with criticism. Like, maybe the way you give criticism is in a really harsh way, and that's why they struggle to deal with it. Maybe those players are just not mentally tough at this point in their career to a point that they can take harsh criticism if you're giving them harsh criticism. It could be a multitude of factors, but they're potentially the main ones is that maybe it's just you, maybe it's just they've not got used to harsh criticism and they're not mentally strong enough to handle that criticism at this time in their career. Okay. But you've just generalized a whole generation of players, and that's where I think it's wrong, because you have not been with or seen every young player and how every young player takes criticism.
It's the first game on
the sample size that you've worked with.
Okay. This is where I stand on it. If he says that current players or modern players now cannot stand criticism, is if you look at back in the days when we talk about Premier League player, most Premier League players are within the age 25 to 30. Back in the days, within 25, most players are all within 25 to 30. More experience, and it's not just experience; it comes with maturity. Because most of them have kids, they are even married, they have like 2-3 kids already before you see them playing in the starting 11 for these top teams, even the mid-table teams. But now you see lots, almost about 75% of these players that are playing for in starting 11 for United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Everton, and now it's moved out from that traditional players that we know that they support this. Okay, he's traditional. He's from Everton. He's an Evertonian, so he wants to be an Everton player. He comes with maturity. He's coming from the town. He's 25 years old. He's got his debut against and for Everton, he's playing against Liverpool. But now things are different. Very young. They don't even know nothing in life. They don't even know how to handle pressure. They don't even know how even to manage games. That's one of the things that we're going through right now. So when these things happen, these young players don't know how to handle that criticism because there's no maturity. You get what I'm saying, Stephen? Similar to what you were just saying. But this comes, it's not just experience, but it comes with maturity. If you're matured, you know how to handle things when someone criticizes you, whether it's constructive criticism or even the person is criticizing for criticizing's sake. You don't come to social media to defend it because you know how to handle it based on maturity. Shimwaka, Kalimotino.
Oh, careful! You nearly called him something else then. Eh?
Is it Shimwaka?
If you struggle with his surname, just call him Shim. We'll know who you mean.
I thought it's Shimwaka. Isn't that it?
No, Shimweka. I think it's Mweka. I'm especially saying Mweka, whether it is or isn't, because I'm not about to say it close to something else.
I mean, I don't have anything else in my mind, but I thought it's Shimweka. But anyway, yeah, players like that, when they criticize them, everyone will tell you, "Oh, it's a young player. You're criticizing him." That's the reason why I'm trying to let Enzo Maresca to manage Achampong very, very well, because although he's a good player, something can happen playing against one of these teams. You can bring him on, things can go very bad. If you don't handle it very well, that can destroy the player because he is very young. You really know how to handle it. So I understand with Eric Ten Hag, he's really spot on. They can't handle it because of inexperience and immaturity. And Didier Drogba also defended, his Jose Mourinho situation right now, where he called Galatasaray fans. It's Gala, right? He called Gala fans Gala.
No, the bench.
Technical team.
Yeah,
the bench. The bench. They're acting. They said they're acting like monkeys. That's not racism. It's just like
this is the issue, right? I think it's Gala just because it's Mourinho, it's Fenerbahce, we want to try and get him banned type thing, yeah? If he said they are, yes, that's racist, yeah? But he didn't. He said they were acting like. And let's remember, right? The key thing here to remember is, I don't know about America and how it's used there, that saying, but over here, it's normally like kids misbehaving and all this sort of stuff, yeah? A lot of Mourinho's time has been spent in England. He had 2 years at Chelsea. He came back. He had another 2 years at Chelsea. He had a couple years at Man United. Then he had 1 or 2 years at Tottenham. So what's that? About 7 odd years in England as a manager. And I think when he wasn't a manager, he was probably in England a lot anyway. So his kids and him have spent a lot of time in England. So obviously you're going to pick up on phrases that get used in England. I don't know if it's used around the world, but I know for sure it's used here, especially when kids are misbehaving, yeah? Essentially, you're misbehaving, you're being mischievous, you're behaving kind of like a naughty kid, essentially, yeah? That's kind of how it's used. For someone who's predominantly been in England, they would know that. The issue is, it's because of it's to Gala, and Gala want to get a strop on and want to get Mourinho banned, yeah, that they've gone racism. If
do you think that they would have taken it a different way? Would they have taken it a different way if you have used the word donkeys? They're behaving like donkeys. Would they say it's racism? Is it because of the word monkey?
But then that's not a phrase anyway. So I get what you're saying. You're just using it as another example. I get that.
Right.
Yeah? But at the same time, they wouldn't. They've just seen the word monkeys and gone racial connotations. That's what they've done. Right. Let's be honest. Even though what he said had no racial connotation to it, it's just they were jumping, they were behaving a certain way, a certain attitude, a certain type of behavior. It's really simple to understand. But hopefully, Turkish FA and UEFA are smart enough to go, well, it's clearly not racism.
Yeah, it's not. It's never. I don't know why they even have time to write a letter.
If they do it, then they're idiots. If they ban him, they're idiots.
It's not going to work because there's no racism over here. I mean, there's no racism in these comments. We all know that. Jose Mourinho can never. Jose Mourinho brought the whole African continent to Chelsea. Jose Mourinho brought the whole African continent to Chelsea. You telling me this man is racist? He's racist. This guy's traveled. He left Chelsea to go and support Michael Essien in his project in Ghana. He did the same thing for you. Telling me this guy is racist? How many of some of these managers that we know have traveled to these shores of Africa to even explore and visit their players? Can you tell him, Carlo Ancelotti, has he ever been to Sierra Leone to see what's his name? Oh, Chelsea ex-defender that went to Real Madrid right now. Rudiger. What Rudiger is doing there? No. But I'm not calling him a racist. But I'm telling you, that's what Jose Mourinho have done. During his time as he's been to Cameroon with Samuel Eto'o. He called Samuel Eto'o his son. Michael Essien, his son. Didier Drogba, his son. What are you talking about? Anyway, we're gonna move on from there. I think that is all. We've unless there's anything that we haven't covered up, well, we're still here. And like I said, Steven, Let's run up on this. Let's run up on this one right now. Let's look at that. Some of the fixtures are going on at this moment. We have Liverpool playing today against Newcastle. What are you going for? Liverpool, Newcastle.
That's tonight, isn't it?
Yeah. Where do you see it going?
Liverpool win.
Anfield. Liverpool, Newcastle, Liverpool win.
Yeah. Also, the fact that Liverpool are pushing for the title, of course, they're. I don't even remember how many points clear at the moment. I think it's 11. So
Newcastle lost their last game. Prior to this game, they've lost their last game. They're just very, very inconsistent. Newcastle are very, very inconsistent. So yeah, I'll go for.
It was no, it wasn't for us.
They lost their last game. Liverpool lost their last game, didn't they? Yeah, I think they did.
Who? Liverpool?
No, Newcastle. Newcastle United.
I'm checking. I don't think they did. Was that last game not Forest? It was 4-3.
Forest beat them, didn't they?
No, Newcastle beat them 4-3.
4-3. Oh, I thought they lost their last game. But they are also very
Sunday, 23rd of February, 4-3, Newcastle. Because Newcastle were like... Forest were 1-0 up. Newcastle went 4-1 up. And then 63rd minute, Forest made it 4-2. Then 90th minute, Forest made it 4-3.
Okay. All right. So Liverpool, Newcastle United, we're all going for Liverpool to win that game. And what about Brentford versus Everton? Brentford sit at home with Everton. David Moyes.
Everton against you again?
I see a draw here. I know Brentford are in a run of form, but Everton also with David Moyes.
Brentford lost their last game, I think. I think they actually did lose their last game, Brentford.
Yeah, that's why I'm going on the draw with this, because they're sitting there. They are playing home, and Everton doesn't also lose.
Oh no, Brentford won against Leicester. Forget what I said. My memory's so bad today. They've won their last two, but they lost to Tottenham before that. They're not in the greatest form, to be fair, Brentford.
Yeah.
I'm looking at their games since the 4th of December. They've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games since the 4th of December for Brentford. They've got 5 wins.
Okay.
8 defeats and 2 draws. So you could argue their form's not great, despite getting wins in their last 2 games against Leicester and West Ham.
So I'm going a draw. I'm going for draw. I'll go for a 1-1 draw.
I'm going Everton.
You're going Everton. All right. I'm going a 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw game. What about Manchester United versus Ipswich United? I'm going for Ipswich 1-0. Although United are playing at home. You know, Ruben.
Yeah, Man United, you never know what you're going to get. So.
Oh, I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm getting from.
No, I'm saying like one week they can look good, yeah, and then the next day look absolute dog water. That was my point.
Diamond said, "Not sure what's going on. I've had days on, but I've been sleep. I slept for the last hour. Okay." He slept a little bit. Everton draw. No, Everton draw. Yeah. He said Everton 2. He said he's going for 2-0 Everton. I'm going for a 1-1. Brentford Everton 1-1 draw. But Everton, you cannot take anything away from them. They've been good. Ipswich Man United. Steven said you don't know what you can get from Man United. I'm going for Ipswich 1-0 United. Another surprising loss for Ruben Amorim. Amorim is a very, very difficult manager. You know what I'll say? Ruben Amorim might not end up finishing this season. I've said it many times, and I still stand on it. He is very stubborn. You are struggling. You still want to go your old way. Prove to the manager. Adjust your game.
The manager?
Prove to the players. Adjust your game. Adapt a little bit. Start winning. Start collecting some points. That's how I feel. Start collecting some points. Build up the team. Start winning games. Let the players know. Let's adjust. But he's not going to pick up any points if he wants to play the way he wants to play. You don't have the players. You have to adjust. He cannot. He doesn't want to adjust. I see Ipswich picking up the whole 3 points here. One goal. Just one goal. Nottingham Forest, Arsenal. Big game there.
Draw.
Forest, Arsenal. You win for a draw?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Forest, Arsenal. Forest.
Wait, what time's
Arsenal.
that one kick off? Hang on.
I'm going for Forest 1-0.
Oh, that one kicks off at 7:30. Hang on, let me check something quick.
Yeah, I'm going for Forest. Forest winning that game.
Nwaneri isn't injured. He's fit. He's starting.
Emmanuel.
Nwaneri, yeah. But they've gone Marino as a striker again, apparently. There's only so much that he can do as a striker. It's not going to work all the time. And if that's their option until, potentially Saka comes back, then good luck to you. You're going to need it.
Yeah, I'm going for Forest. Win. You went for a draw. What about Spurs, Manchester City?
Put it this way, Neat. It's either a draw or a Forest win. I don't see Arsenal winning it.
All right.
Chris Wood's banging goals for fun this season.
Okay. Spurs City.
Spurs have a decent record against Man City. Mm-hmm. So other than when they actively wanted City to beat them because of the title last season, their general record is fairly good against Man City, especially at their own stadium. So for me, I'm going Spurs. You good, Nick?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just reading Diamond's comment over there. So Spurs, I'm also going for Spurs to win this game against Man City. City are not back. They're still who they are. Spurs are on top form right now. They are on top form. Really, really top form. Spurs are back playing at White Hart Lane. They're picking about 3 points against City. And if they're able to do it, they've set a record. So guys, watch out for that record. Record will be coming out. They're doing the double over Man City 3 times in a row. They're beating City home and away 3 times in the season. They've done it against Manchester. I think Manchester United already. They've beaten United 3 times. If they beat City, that's history. Record made. All right. Diamond said the Palmer is a legend, though playing ATF till the end of the match of a senior team and going to the youth academy match to win it. Youth academy match to win it.
Oh yeah, he did that for Man City. He got some minutes for the first team, and then the same day the academy team were playing, and he went and played for them.
Oh, the same very day. Played 2 games in the same day.
Yeah, one for the first team, one for the youth team.
This guy's a donkey, man. He doesn't get tired. I use the word donkey, but I use it in the right way.
He played 10 minutes plus added time for the first team, then he went to the youth game.
Oh, so he's got too much energy. He needs to bend some of the energy.
I mean, to be fair, if you're only playing 10 minutes, you can probably get away with it.
Yeah.
Like you played 10 minutes for the first team, you go play for the academy.
It says, by the way, that's Man City, not Chelsea. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what Steven just said. That's Man City.
I just sent you a couple of things that could use for, I presume, Friday, unless you want to go over it with someone tomorrow. But I'd kind of like to go over it on Friday because I'm not around tomorrow.
Yeah, you kind of want to go over what?
The stuff I just sent you. One of them relates to the CPO.
Okay.
I need to look into the article that's in the screenshot of the second one. That second picture wasn't supposed to be sent because it's the same picture.
Okay.
But yeah, the big bit of text
Why did you send
I'd
that?
like to go over because that's on the stadium again. So
Is it in the group?
Yeah, it's in the group. It's the big bit of text related to the stadium.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That
Okay.
starts
Yeah.
with the CPO.
Okay. Sounds good. Don't you not get all out. We'll work on it and then we'll be live with it. Boo. Boo 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 boo.
Yeah, because I feel like I always enjoy the stadium talk, and obviously me knowing the site, I can even show it on maps and stuff anyway. But
Watch your profanity. Watch your profanity.
what profanity?
I'm just joking over here. Watch your profanity.
I was like, I'm certain I didn't say anything.
Just do it.
Just do it.
All right, Diamond. What are you saying? Says I could be. I
think he means
it could be. Okay, it could be to do with the energy, or it might have been the FA Youth Cup final. Let me check. All right,
it could be both, but at the same time, if you're only playing 10 minutes for the first team, then you're kind of gonna have energy because it's only like 10 minutes.
Right.
Plus, I'm pretty sure the kickoff wasn't immediate, so you get a short little rest and then you go again.
Tired. Shake off my back, man. So Steve.
I'm gonna get off anyway.
Yeah.
Because the games have got to start in about
hang in there for a second.
minutes.
Hang in there for a second. Guys,
I'm just saying the games have got 15 minutes till they start.
Okay. All right, beautiful people, we thank you very much. Steven and I wanted to thank you for joining us here on the show. Like I always say, thank you very much for joining us here on the show.
To be entered to win.
Just do this.
Like, comment, subscribe, sell your soul to the devil. Give me your left foot's big toe. Favorite, send the video to 10 people. Share it on Facebook. Cut off your left arm. And if you do all
don't cut it off. Don't cut whatever you had. Please don't cut off your left arm. Please do not do that. Do not do that. Do not. What I said is being said professionally, just like you say. Anything you see in this TV is being performed by professional wrestlers. So I said it professionally, but do not do it in the house unprofessionally. Do not cut off your left toe. No.
Either.
Don't do that.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Except from the like and subscribe. That's the bit you should do.
Yeah. Just like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Don't do what I said in the video, okay? In the audio. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
you'll be.
Oh, you see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo because he have to go in front of the traffic. Look what I do. 22 and he do wee woo.
I don't know exactly where this guy said it. Either these comments and these mean is coming from the UK or America, but if it's America, depending on where he was driving. 22, police will arrest you for driving 22 on the highway. No, you can go the least you can go is 60 minutes per hour. 60 minutes per hour. 60 miles per hour, not minutes. 60 miles per hour. That's how slow you can go on the highway. But if you're driving between the neighborhood, then 25. Anything less than that, you could be arrested because they see that to be a little bit of suspicious of why you're driving that slow. And if you want to be fast, you got to go speed limit. So I don't know where exactly this wee guy.
Oh, you see this guy?
Which guy?
Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo because he have to go in front of the traffic. Look what I do. 22 and he do wee woo.
Diamond said it was a joke. Absolutely. The Mr. Beast it was a joke. Yeah, it is. Also need is that white panel on the wall or so where can I find them? Oh, this is it what he's talking about, Steven? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's let me explain it to you. If you have Amazon, you can get them from Amazon. It's called an acoustic soundproof material. They have two different types. I'll show you the other type. The other type is more of it. I don't have any of the white one. It's all gone. But we have this one. I just like I'm doing the marketing sales over here. This one is more of a plastic for design. And it is very nice in the sense that if you look at it, this angle, whichever color you have reflecting to this material, it looks like it's taking a reflection of it. So it looks like a blue because of the blue lights that I have in the studio. It gives you that, yeah, you can see it from here. It gives you that blue looking, whichever color you have. So this one is more of a plastic, but this one is for soundproofing. But it's similar to this. But this one is more of a foam material, and this is just plastic. But you can get them on Amazon. Yeah, check them. They're called soundproof acoustic wall design. It helps with the sound. So let's say when you have a sound in here, it will bounce back. It won't make it sound like an echo. So this helps with the sound to keep the sound in the studio instead of going outside. Plus the condenser also helps. So yeah, it's good for decorations and it's good for sound. It helps sound purposely. So yeah, you can get it from Amazon. You can get it from. Oh yeah. I have it here. I have one of them here. I have one here. Let me show it to you. That's it. It's more of a material. I don't know if you can see the texture. See how it is? See what it looks like? It's more of see, all right, you can see this way. It's got some cushions or cardboard or some kind of a thing. It helps the sound. Compared to this one, it's more of plastic. See the difference? See the difference in these two? See? One has like a rough texture. The other one is smooth texture. So this one is more helpful with sound in the studio. And this one is just for decoration. So that's the difference. So yeah, you can find they're 12 by 12 and the other one is 11 by 40 something. You can get them from Amazon. All right. Diamond said, okay, is there any other black sound blocks block sounds going out?
That was a bad misread.
Yeah. Block sounds going out. Yeah, it blocks yeah, the foam one will be better, which is the white one. When you read more about it, it'll tell you, so you don't make a mistake buying the other one. Buy the white one. It come out with different colors, but make sure the texture is more for help with the sound. It's a bit rough if you look at it. See the inside is different, so that will help with the sound in the room. So I hope I made myself very clear. You understood me. All right, so Stephen G, anything you want to wrap up with before we call it today?
No, just like we said a couple of minutes ago, like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you for our next stream. I don't need. Are you doing one tomorrow? I'm
sure I will.
Okay.
I will.
All right. So Nia, see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys Friday.
Yeah,
because I've got something tomorrow.
I'm sure there's some few things there to talk about. So definitely, I will. If not, then
I'd say definitely do the CPO thing for Friday, because that's a long stream in itself, and it not just because I want to be part of it. It's easier if you have more people than just like say yourself. Like if you've got 2, 3, 4 people, then it's easier, and it also it can be like a debate type thing, an impromptu debate about what each person thinks the best option is. So it makes it even deeper content, if that makes sense. Yep. But yeah, like and subscribe, guys, and then yeah, I'll see you Friday. I think Nia, see you tomorrow.
Like,
and then
comment, and subscribe.
Smash that like button. Absolutely smash that like button. Guys, I want to thank you all for coming on and joining us here on the stream. Without you guys, we couldn't help make it. But with your presence and your support, we always go through these smoothly.
Thank you very much for the day. And I want to say, Lil Desperados, Stephen G.
Hang on to hope.
Absolutely. Hang on to hope, guys. We love you. We'll be back again same time tomorrow. Bye for now.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud in the face without doubt you shout.